Thank you for viewing our presentation. It's brought to you by Contractors Direct in affiliation with Mathews Inspections Group. The name of the presentation is Reduce, Then Produce. Once upon a time, there were two home improvement consultants that worked for a general contractor, and we had a goal of helping 1,000 homeowners go green. And we were doing just that, one home at a time, helping homeowners like you reduce their carbon footprint. Although we were helping homeowners every week go green, there were quite a few homeowners passing on our services, too many in fact, and we knew to reach our goal of 1,000 homes, we needed to assess our efforts. So we began to analyze, and we asked ourselves the question, how can we help more homeowners? Well, we focused on quality, making sure we were offering top-notch products, and we do. Next, we took a look at our subcontractors, but our subcontractors did their job very well, and we had very few complaints, less than 1%, so no problem there. So we thought for a split second that maybe we were coming off as that pushy, shady salesman, but nothing could be further from the truth. Truth is, we're easy to get rid of. If it makes sense, tell us yes and we'll get started, and if it doesn't make sense, tell us no, and we're on our way to help the next homeowner. So, as it is with most things in the world, it came down to fitting budgets. The question now became, how do we fit more budgets? So we analyzed, and this is what we found. When we, the consultant, would come to an agreement with you, the homeowner, we would take that agreement to a general contractor. He would in turn take that agreement to an industry-specific contractor or subcontractor. He would get a price from the subcontractor and double or triple the price depending on the job, then sit back in his office and wait for the subcontractor to finish the job. Now you're paying for overhead twice. So we thought about the process, and we went with the old saying, cut out the middleman. We found that as long as we, the consultant, were authorized to represent an industry-specific contractor, we could represent as many contractors as we liked. So in cutting out the general contractor, we can save you, the homeowner, hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. Now you may be asking yourself, don't I need to use a general contractor? Well, you guessed it, we analyzed that as well, and this is what we found. If you're building a house, you should in fact use a general contractor. The general contractor will orchestrate and keep all of the subcontractors in step, so to speak. See, when building a house from the ground up, contractors need to work in a certain order with somewhat precise timing. You can't have the drywall going in before the electrical and so forth. However, with renovations and retrofits, timing and order are not an issue. You can have several contractors performing multiple jobs at the same time. And if timing is an issue, you certainly don't need to pay a general contractor 50% to 300% markup just to make a few phone calls. We, the consultant, are fully equipped to handle the subcontractor if the need arises. So our conclusion was, if you're renovating, cut out the middleman. With that being said, some general contractors don't sub out the work, keeping their prices low. So if you feel more comfortable using a general contractor, we have you covered. By now, I'm sure you realize how cutting out the middleman can save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars, and we've put together a hypothetical case study to illustrate the point. House X. Now, the last part of the presentation has many links to explore, like this one right here labeled House X. I'm going to go ahead and click on this. This hypothetical case study is based on third-party validation from websites like Energy Star and the Department of Energy. However, in the interest of time, I won't go through all the links, but do know that all of our numbers are validated by reputable third parties and personal experience. We would be more than happy to review these links with you in a one-on-one consultation. As you can see here, the Residential Energy Consumption Survey, or RECS, says a large block of the U.S. homes were built between 75 and 85, therefore becoming your typical home. And as you can see here, that data was pulled from the U.S. Department of Energy. Now, Energy Star says the average home spends $2,200 a year on energy bills, with about half of that $2,200 going towards heating and air conditioning. In 2011, the Department of Energy said it was about 52.7% that went towards heating and air conditioning. Now, real quick, I want to go over the problems your home faces so we can better understand the solutions. And the three main problems are convection, conduction, and radiation. Convection is the movement of hot air to cold air. Much like a convection oven, once heat gets into your home, it rises, then falls to where the air is colder, creating convection. Conduction is when the walls, ceiling, furniture, pretty much everything in your home that gets hot will start to conduct heat into your home, just like a handle getting hot from heating the bottom of a pot. And last, but equally important, is radiation, as in sun radiating through the windows. Just like standing next to a fire, you can feel the heat radiating off the flames. We will address these concerns with multiple products, and we'll cover that in just a moment. We found that today the average electrical bill is approximately $250 per month for a Southern California Edison customer. This chart shows two very interesting facts. Fact number 1. Tiers 1 and 2 on your Southern California Edison bill are federally regulated and historically rise about 0.5% per year. Fact number 2. Tiers 3 and 4 are not regulated, and if you're a Southern California Edison customer, you can expect your bill to double every 10 to 12 years. As you can see here, I took this off the Southern California Edison website, where they state that the average customer will see a 5 to 10% rise in their rates this year. How can you fight back? Well, first let's take a look at exterior coating. Imagine never having to paint your home again. No more chipping, peeling, flaking, or cracking. Guaranteed for life. Imagine never having to sand or repaint the wood around your house ever again. You see, this coating is over 26 times thicker than paint, and it acts as a radiant barrier, reflecting the sun's rays, keeping the heat from conducting into your home. Walls will stay up to 40 degrees cooler, and you'll save up to 21% on your cooling costs. All of that, plus you'll have the best looking home on the block. Next, we have a whole house fan combined with an attic fan. A whole house fan is a fan that hangs from your attic, is mounted to the ceiling, and when you open some or all of the windows and you turn on the fan, you pull in the cool air from outside and circulate it throughout the whole house. Not only do you cool the air, you cool the whole house. Furniture, carpet, walls, everything in the home cools down. Whole house fans help reduce convection within the home, and when combined with an attic fan, you can keep your attic up to 60 degrees cooler. And that means you'll end up running your AC up to 90% less. Next, we have high efficiency windows, which are a major component when creating an envelope around your house. Seeing how a typical home's walls will consist of 14% windows, it's very important to have high efficiency windows to keep out the heat from radiating into your home. High efficiency windows will also help reflect inside heat back into your home, keeping your home warmer in the winter with less heating cost. Here are a few features of our windows and patio doors. Our windows come with a lifetime glass breakage warranty and exceed Energy Star ratings by 45%. The last product we'll cover is solar panels. As we saw earlier, rates are on the rise, and this article from ABC News states that the residential homeowner can expect an average increase of $85 per month. That's because the Public Utility Commission mandated a $5 billion rate hike. So with solar, the decision is easy. You can choose to stay at the mercy of the energy mafia, aka Southern California Edison, or you can create your own power and lock in your energy cost with Made in America solar panels that carry a 25-year warranty on not only the solar panel, but the microinverters as well. Now, the $64,000 question. How much will all of these energy efficient upgrades cost House X? Well, first we have the exterior coating, which is 3,000 square feet of wall. We have windows, 10 windows, or 1,000 United Inches. We have a whole house fan plus an attic fan for a 2,000 square foot home. And we have solar panels. Now here's where we've reduced and produced. You can see that House X needs a 4,000 watt system. But before we did the energy efficient upgrades, House X would have needed a 6,000 watt system. The 30% that you save by not having to put a bigger solar system on your roof, you can use that money towards your other energy efficient upgrades. Now here are the prices for each one of the services, which comes to a grand total of $39,974. Let's look at one option. When House X puts the federal tax credit of $6,300 towards the balance, the new financed amount becomes $33,674, and our financing will allow you to do that. Now with our financing, your monthly payment would be $380. If you take the $250 that you were giving Southern California Edison and minus that out, plus you take the $72 monthly tax deduction that you will get with our financing, minus that out, you come to a net payment of $58 a month, or $1.93 a day. So, I just have two questions for you. Did all of that make sense? And do you think it would be worth investing $1.93 a day to have all of these energy efficient upgrades? And if you answered yes, or if you would like a one-on-one consultation, go to our customer info page, input your information, and request an appointment, or call 1-800-551-4070, extension 1. Thank you very much for viewing our presentation, and have a great day.